It's hugely significant that the US president is attending. Generally speaking, ASEAN is very closed. They're very focused on regional partnership, but it goes to show that international pressure is key to what's happening in Myanmar right now. So the US has been very vocal, has been one of the countries that have really led the way in terms of sanctioning individuals and senior military officials who are responsible for the coup. Inviting someone like Biden really sends a note to the military, because there is a certain shift or pressure away from negotiating with the military now to finally recognizing the National Unity Government as the government of Myanmar, which is what the people of Myanmar would prefer.
And could you tell us a little bit more about the situation on the ground in Myanmar right now?
It's fair to say that the country has really descended into some sort of chaotic pattern. And I say pattern because there are ebbs and flows where maybe, it's quiet, there's not as much violence, or even violence between the militia groups and the military. People can then go out and do their banking or shopping in the markets, but then the power gets cut out, there's no water, there's explosions going off, and they have to regroup again. In the world, in 2021 so far, of the total number of people who've been killed in protests, 60% of those people are from Myanmar. So it's very difficult for people to continue the momentum of protesting and going out and being vocal when they're being attacked by the state in this way. And people are really struggling. The World Food Programme has already said that 1 in 4 people are going hungry. There's a lot of internally displaced peoples. So the UN again said something like a total of 3 million people are displaced internally.
So what should ASEAN be doing?
What we need to see from ASEAN is actually penalties. So we need to see them impose penalties on the Myanmar military for not holding up their end of the bargain, not meeting the stipulations in the 5-point consensus plan, and not actually coming to the table in a meaningful way to have meaningful dialogue to settle the situation once and for all. What we've seen in the past is ASEAN make sweeping statements and then acquiesce to the military. And we really need to ensure that this time around, Min Aung Hlaing, the senior generals who are responsible for this coup, are going to be punished and held accountable. And one of the first things that starts is also from countries recommending that the country's situation is referred to the International Criminal Court. And ASEAN should be leading on this as well. So I really hope that if the US is at the table, some of these issues are discussed, and the key thing will be accountability.